closing ceremony. So take a look up at the video board and let's see what's happening over at New York, New Jersey Stadium. Presented to you by Global Citizen. Are you ready for the FIFA World Cup Finals? Make some noise! Baby, don't you know I'm good? Yeah, I'm feeling alright. At the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stars and bright stars through perilous fight, o'er the rainbows we watch, what so gallantly streaming, and the rockets break the lava bursting in agony through the night. Baffling was still
dignity for the weak in the arms of the brave. To the ones we lost and the souls they saved. One thing unites us, and the best is yet to come. We know who we are and what must be done.
Despite the fury, the hope, the hate, is the devil right? We will make him wait. Love is the law, and it's raging like a fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, football fans around the world, please give a warm welcome to 2010 FIFA World Cup champion Andres Iniesta and 1978 FIFA World Cup champion Mario Kempes and Louis Vuitton ambassadors Hoyen and Carlos Alcaraz presenting the FIFA World Cup jersey and its monogram canvas Louis Vuitton trophy drop. And now, please welcome acclaimed actor, producer, and global icon, Tom Cruise.
More than 30 days ago, 48 nations began a journey. They crossed oceans, they crossed borders, they crossed cultures. And together, they showed us why this game belongs to the world. From 3 countries across them, and from every corner of the globe, we have witnessed greatness. And we have shared in moments of joy, moments of hope, moments we will all never forget. Football is a language spoken without words. A force that unites people, that turns strangers into friends, and reminds us of what we all have in common. Today, only 2 teams remain. España y Argentina. But these stories belong to each and every one of us. To every nation, to every player, to every supporter, to every volunteer, to every dream carried on the pitch. So as we gather for one final chapter, let us celebrate a tournament that brought the world together. Let us celebrate each other. This is football. This is unity. And this is greatness.
That ceremony getting everyone even more excited for a match that's commanding the eyes of the world. Spain, Argentina, about to meet for the game's biggest prize.
Every 4 years, the world.
New York City, are we excited for the World Cup Finals? Let me hear you! Oh my goodness! All 50,000 of us remembered different today?
The one who does less mistake is gonna win and can keep those emotions intact, and that's the team that's gonna win.
A final thought, Thierry, from you? Look at that.
Memories, I'll be honest, I don't often say that, but I had the opportunity to be twice in the final of the World Cup. 2006, 98, 1-1, next one. So guys, just enjoy it and make sure it counts.
At this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Spain, performed by Spanish Brass.
Favor de ponerse de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de España, interpretado por Spanish Brass.
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Argentina, performed by Maria Becerra.
Favor de continuar de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Argentina, interpretado por María Becerra. about to be made. Time to find out who wins it all. Kickoff with John Strong and Stu Holden is next. New York City, are we ready for kickoff? Let me hear you make some noise! You are just in time if you are just joining us for the FIFA Finals watch party right here in Central Park, brought to you by Global Citizen. But I gotta make sure we got everybody in the house, so I'm gonna need you guys to show me some energy. I'm gonna need you to get loud. I'm gonna need you to make some noise. Come on, New York City, let me hear you. That's not enough. That's not enough. So we're gonna put the decibel meter up on the video board. You guys gotta make this decibel meter go wild. So you gotta get as loud as you've gotten all day, right now. So let me hear you get loud. Let me hear you scream. And let me hear you make some noise. New York City, we are just moments away from kickoff. We are about to see World Cup football history be made today. Argentina could make back-to-back World Cups.
5 weeks and 104 matches later, all roads at this 2026 FIFA World Cup have led us here to New York, New Jersey Stadium in the glorious sunshine for the final of this biggest World Cup of all time between Spain and Argentina. Slavko Vincic, our referee, Bastian Darkar, our video assistant referee. Hopefully they are not the lead story when all is said and done today. Hopefully it is these players we're going to take a look at right now.
And for a Spanish team coming into this tournament, they don't change for anybody. They didn't make any changes from the semifinal to the final. Unai Simon in goal once again, just 1 goal against. Kubarsi and Lamine Yamal, the teenagers, 19 years old, become the 4th and 5th players in history to start a World Cup final. Pedro Porro on the right-hand side, he'll get forward to the attack. Rodri in the middle of the field, everything runs through him. He is so important. And don't look past number 21, Oyarzabal has scored in every final that he has played in. On the other side for Argentina, no surprises. Emi Martinez, 8 starters in this lineup. Started the World Cup final 4 years ago when they went on to win in Qatar. Can they do it again? They've gone with some experience. 3 changes from their semifinal against England. One of them, Rodrigo de Paul, comes in on the right-hand side. Montiel, the man who scored the winning penalty in that match, he starts at right fullback. And up front, alongside Lionel Messi, is Julian Alvarez. Messi becomes the 3rd man, the 2nd man to play in 3 World Cup finals.
Think for just a moment about how many dream of being a part of a moment like this. And think about how few actually get there. Some get to do this multiple times, like him. Some are here for a 3rd time, like Lionel Messi. But what do you do when your dreams become a reality and you're actually in the moment you've thought about your whole life? Can you keep your calm? Can you hold your nerve? Can you do your job the way you've done it 1,000 times before, all the while trying to trick yourself into thinking this is just like any other game, when you know for a fact it is not just like any other game. It is the game that will be talked about first, the game that will be remembered the longest, the game that more so than all of the other you'll ever play and be a part of will define your legacy. Well, that's what we get to find out in the next 2 hours here with the New York skyline in the background, with 80,000 fans with us here in New Jersey, with billions more watching around the world. It's the 2026 FIFA World Cup Final. And it is underway. Spain wearing red. Argentina Albi Celeste in the stripes of white and sky blue. It was actually 2 years ago this week that Spain were crowned European champions in Berlin. Oyarzabal, as you mentioned, has a habit of scoring in finals. He scored the winner in that game, and it was only a couple of hours later we were in Miami to watch Argentina confirm themselves as the best team in the Western Hemisphere as they won the Copa America final for a 2nd straight edition, either side of winning
the last World Cup. And so for those 2 years, these two teams have been on a collision course. They were supposed to play in March. World events intervened and kept that game from happening in the Middle East. And so now here they are facing off in the sunshine in the World Cup final with history and legacy and everything else at stake. And so part of the question is, given that this is for all intents and purposes the first time these two teams as constructed have ever played, how do we expect this game to look? And while it's not scorching hot, it is warm down there, and there is no shade. How will the conditions affect the game?
Spain, as you would expect, starting with the ball, possessing the field, spreading the field out. Argentina have been trying, at least in the early stages here, to try to man-to-man mark, but already you can see the unpredictability in the movement. So fluid for Spain, opening the field up, although there's a turnover and there's an early foul. I do think in the early parts of this game, Argentina are going to want to try to disrupt that flow, not let Spain feel comfortable with the ball. So they're not going to be passive, they're going to step up. They too can possess the ball, but a couple early things I was noticing. Spain trying to overload the right side through Dani Olmo. And now we get the first look at Argentina in possession, and here we go, just feeling each other out. Emi Martinez just standing on the ball, trying to survey how this Spanish team is going to press. The third of their attacks have started in the opponent's half.
You feel the nutmeg of Pedro Porro. And Julian Alvarez will cycle it around. Friendly in the spring of 2018. Lionel Messi did not play in that game. It was a blowout win for Spain. But none of the players for Spain on that day are a part of this team. A little bit of space out there on the far side for Gonzalo Montiel, who had the winning kick in the penalty shootout of the last final. One of the lineup changes today for Argentina. Simone, who has already set a record, 6 shutouts at this tournament. No goalkeeper's ever done that in a single men's World Cup. No team has ever done that in a single men's World Cup. And Slavko Vincic was on top of that one. A little bit of a tangle there between Montiel and Alex Baena.
Yeah, Montiel's actually trying to say that Baena was pulling him down to the ground. Top of the screen. He's absolutely correcting that. So the thing you saw there was Argentina stepping up and all goes back. It's their cue to try to really squeeze the game up a little bit and put Spain and Luis de la Fuente's team under some pressure.
Luis de la Fuente is a remarkable coach. He was coach of the youth national teams. And then since the end of the last World Cup, a coach of this team. This is his 7th final he's taken a team to. He's won titles in the European Championships. That was deflected.
From Emi Martinez and a turnover.
He's got Argentina back on their heels. Damage launched by Enzo Fernandez.
Coming to life before I thought it might. The way the first couple of minutes went, it was just slow possession, and that's what to expect now. Is a game where there's control, there's ebbs and flows, and then if the defense breaks open or there is a mistake in a ball that bounces, it'll bring the tempo up. Spain seemed to really like this right side with Lamine Yamal. almost floating out here. I think they like the matchup of trying to find him getting 1v1.
He's in right to go up the center back, and go back out wide by him. The Spanish captain. Back in the ball again, MVP of the European Championship run 2 years ago, named best player in the world later that year. Just the better part of the year falling with a torn ACL, but he is very much back to being the best at that position in the world. Just sweep it backwards here for Spain. You see, the Spaniards have not lost any of their last 37 games in all competitions. Dates back more than 2 years. It's level with Italy's all-time European record, which was ended incidentally by Spain. It's a giveaway at the back to Messi. Just rocks the butt there, Julian Alvarez. And he's done the turn to the end of it. Maria pulls it in for Spain.
This is your right back, once again up in the attack. He took a bump off the ball, actually don't think it was enough initially. So that was a smart play by him to try to get up and take advantage of that opportunity. But just watch us stay in possession. Triangles all over the field. Connectivity. The guy drops, another guy fills the space. The way they're spreading this field is so far already difficult for Argentina to defend. Again, hold of the ball, please, it almost turned over there. Takes the bump there from Lamine Yamal. The challenge that Argentina are going to have, especially early on in the game, where Spain had a lot of intensity and energy. So we're going to look back at the Messi chance where he's in behind. And to your point, look at Unai Simon's positioning right now. He's far off his goal. He actually thought maybe Julian Alvarez was going to shoot. You're not typically playing balls over the top to Messi at 39 years old these days. He wants it to his feet. Great recognition. Now watch this touch. Off the foot. And deflects it the other way, and then still Emi Martinez is able to stretch out his legs so close to the opening goal. He hasn't had a marquee game yet, Lamine Yamal. He's got a goal, he's built his way into this tournament, and it just feels in a game like this, you're going to look to guys like Messi, like Lamine Yamal, to be a difference maker.
Luis Fuente has said multiple times in multiple ways this tournament, you just have to let Lamine be Lamine. Don't compare him to Messi. Don't compare him to Maradona. As he said before the semifinal, we are convinced his great World Cup day is still to come. For the first time today, a little bit of an errant pass as you see the President of the United States. A little hard to see with the glare of the glass in front of him, but you've got the President of FIFA that looks like Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, the World Cup winner. He was giving his greetings here. The King of Spain is in attendance. The President of Argentina is not, and he said that was very intentional. He's superstitious. He's watching this game the same place, the same spot in the presidential residence that he watched the others wearing the same coat as well.
As we said, it's religion to so many people around the world. The way they follow their national team, how they live and breathe on every single kick of the ball.
Gonzalez trying to pressure there on Poro and as well to recover the second ball. There's a little bit of a swirling breeze as you can see the field's in full sunshine. It's a little bit of a beaten up field. They've not played a game here in 2 weeks to try to let it heal as much as possible for this final, as Yamal can't keep that one in play. Is this what you were expecting first 10 minutes?
Yeah, these are the two best teams in the tournament, feeling each other out right now, trying to execute their tactical plans, trying to get the roll in the rhythm of the game as well. That was one thing I said about Spain. Look, they're going to have the ball. It was what were Argentina going to do to try to combat that and try to disrupt that? They tried to press. Now they're sitting back a little bit deeper in their defensive set. And that's what Spain do to you. They have the ability to use the ball and move you around and deflate that type of enthusiasm that Argentina started with.
Switch looking for Baena. TL battling the sun in his eyes there as that one came down. Here's Rodri now. Boomerang making a big run inside. Comes to Fabian Ruiz. He'll hook this one, and Oyarzabal let it go. It's clipped off the heel of Lisandro Martinez, and it's the first corner kick of the game for either side.
A lot of conversations going on right now in the back for Argentina. I think they're getting stretched too much in the middle of the field. And that's because you've got two center midfielders, McAllister and Enzo Fernandez, and they're looking around, and there's 3 or 4 red shirts. And then they get stretched, the gaps open up, then Spain hit the other side, and then there's bodies crashing the box. And they're trying to figure out that relationship and that balance between getting drawn out of their shape, and now they're going to have to defend the first corner of the game.
You can see the way that breeze kind of swirling around the stadium bowl, just dribbling the players' shirts. That's Baena to take. Now swinging ball. It's going to be blocked out by Dani Olmo, but poked away the second chance by Romero. Held in by Spain. They're trying to reset for Lamine Yamal. Turned 19 on Monday. Baena has the cross blocked down. Here's the teenager Yamal again, just going to shepherd it out. He was completing his high school exams when he was winning the Euros 2 years ago, Lamine Yamal. He has become a global star in Barcelona. He joined Kylian Mbappe and Pele, not just as winning the World Cup as a teenager, but as being the star in doing so. Alvaro Garcia on the ball here as well. He's also a teenager. First time in history a team has started 2 teenagers in a World Cup final.
It's pretty amazing. You think about the occasion, and even for Kubarsi, who's on the ball now, he's just kind of glided under the radar a little bit. As the 19-year-old has played every minute for Spain, has not looked out of place for a single second, just so composed.
At a position as well, you tend to think about veteran experience more than youth at this level. Won the wrestling match with Oyarzabal there. He still hasn't really gotten on the ball except for that one brief moment.
But he won't be too worried. That's the way he plays these days for Argentina. So many people say, I was walking around the field. He's not involved in the game. He's not involved in the game until he needs to be involved in the game. And that's in the attacking part of the field. You don't really want him chasing around, trying to win the ball back against this Spanish team as there's the first big
tackle by McAllister and Dani Olmo. The first big decision for Slavko Vincic of Slovenia to make. Very, very experienced referee, especially in high-stakes, high-emotion games.
I actually expected this a little bit earlier in the game. So I'm okay with that not being the yellow yet. That's because look how the contact of the foot didn't look like it was extended and caught him on the ankle. But that's Argentina setting the tone. They don't like really how the first 15 minutes of this game have gone.
There was indeed no yellow card for that. Daniel up to his feet, and the Spanish bench was furious that there was not a card. Will Ferrell in attendance here. Former coach like De La Fuente, just at a different level. Williams in the building here in New Jersey as it goes long, too long for Oyarzabal. 4 hour played to the final of the 23rd FIFA World Cup. Spain the best defensive team here, Argentina the best attacking team, at least through the semi-final. Those numbers got skewed a bit yesterday between France and England.
What you're hearing now is the Argentine fans also recognizing the moment where their team is a little bit of a lift. That comes from the tackle.
takes the immediate hit from behind from Alex Baena. Maybe his second touch of the game so far.
They're not going to let him have space either. And this is a part with Messi as well. He still does and will always possess an aura. But so many of these players came through La Masia and idolized Lionel Messi. And it's hard to say that about fellow professionals, and you're looking across the way, but this is a god to so many people. And now you're facing him in a World Cup final. So they're going to put a lick on him as well, and not just going to bow down, that's for sure.
Rodrigo de Paul has spent a lot of his career playing in Spain, one of a number of Argentine players with a lot of professional experience in Spain. To take this free kick, would clip it into the back post. It's just too far in the end.
It almost finds Gonzalez, who is an interesting inclusion. This is his first start of the tournament. He's been a guy that's brought a spark off the bench. But this is what Lionel Scaloni does. He's done this throughout all his tenure in Argentina. Moving players around, changing tactics, changing formations, going for the right players for the right moments. And typically, he's always had the answers. First time we need him all 1v1.
What a touch that was by Yamal to bring it down to Tagliafico, waiting for support. And Mario Martinez. But keep in mind, he's been playing this whole tournament with a broken finger on his right hand. And look at the way he catches this ball. It's kind of one-handed still.
Wow, what a touch, too. Just cushions that ball, watching it all the way over his shoulder, and then gets to take you on. And those are situations Argentina absolutely want to avoid.
Simone under some pressure there from Alvarez's hard right. He hears it from the Argentine fans. Going long, there's Nico Gonzalez. They bounce up the shoulder, it's going to fall down, they fall. He's got Alvarez in the center, and that was a last-ditch, had to be right tackle from Pedro Paul. Tagliafico flying in, trying to break that play up the other way. It's going to be a free kick for Spain. And now it's Argentina's turn to leap all up off their bench and yell at the referee.
A couple of second balls and bodies flying into each other. Tagliafico throwing his body straight into Lamine Yamal. This was the one from Gonzalez. He's not even looking at the ball. Perfectly controls it off the back of his shoulder. And then, as you said, he was almost in. But the ball bounced straight to Pedro Porro as Julian Alvarez is wide open in the middle. I do agree with what Zlatan said as well. Games like this, the team that can make the least mistakes ends up being the one that can win. And you're seeing a little bit of that. The team's playing a little bit cautious. You don't want to open up. You want to try to find advantages to take advantage of them, but right now you're not seeing a team give anything away.
Well, there on the far side between Romero and Baena. There from Olmo. That's going to be a free kick for Argentina as he came diving in off the throw in there. Enzo Fernandez is down.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot in that. He's trying to play the ball too. It's a foul, but it's nothing more. Although Enzo Fernandez is selling it as more. This is all Gonzalez was.
They steered back the ball from Julian Alvarez, and now Messi knocked down by Nico Gonzalez. No one there in that spot to pick it up, though. And the flag does come up. Andras Kovacic, assistant referee on the far side, as he's supposed to do, letting the sequence play out before raising the flag, and the whistle goes. They're trying to turn inside and lost it to Lisandro Martinez. Here's Rodrigo de Paul.
No options to play for Lisandro Martinez. Just going back now, he's going to have to dump it away. Great pressure. It's onside.
Gonzalo's going to find it there. Enzo Fernandez does enough, just kind of throwing his body in, so that Oyarzabal could control it. And Emiliano Martinez just plays it to no one. Between those two, as you mentioned, Oyarzabal has scored in all 6 finals he's ever played for club and country. Emiliano Martinez, Argentina's goalkeeper, has won all 5 finals in which he's ever played in for club and country in his career. Reyes' cross takes a deflection, and that will spin behind for Spain's second corner of the game.
And there's the difference between the two teams, at least with the ball, is that you have your left back in Cucurella a little bit more free to get forward because Spain are so comfortable with the ball. Always connected, so he knows, okay, I've got the freedom. Montiel's pushed up a little bit. I'm going to take advantage of that space. He does. Takes a little deflection, goes out for a Spanish corner. Normally they take these short. They've actually been putting the first couple direct into the box, trying to dump it right on top of Emi Martinez.
And once again, we'll hook it in. Martinez, that's a comfortable catch for him. One dead ball away from our first half hydration break. How do you see it?
I see Spain having the advantage, but they haven't really had any opportunities in front of goal. Just the early deflected shot that Martinez had to save. But certainly in the way in which they're pressing like this, they're putting Argentina under so much pressure where they can't play out of it until it gets at the feet of this man right here. That's going to be a foul for a little pull.
Not a ton there by Rodri, but just enough to slow him up and not let him away.
But I think even Messi recognizing, look, I've got to drop a little bit deeper. I've got to get involved in some of this possession to try to unbalance this Spanish defense. So he picks it up, glides past one, gets a little pull on the shirt and wins a foul.
And that takes us to our hydration break, powered by Powerade. 80 degrees, but plenty warm in the sunshine. Far from settled here. That's the closest chance so far at the foot of Lamine Yamal. Scoreless in the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina.
While both of our teams take a quick hydration break, this is a reminder for you to stay hydrated too. There is free water and free cooling stations located throughout the venue. Take breaks in the shade. If you begin to feel dizzy, weak, or unwell, please seek medical assistance immediately.
Mientras los equipos pausan a small break de hidratación, recuerden tomar agua. Hay estaciones de agua gratis y áreas para también refrescarse por todo el parque. Si se sienten mal, busquen ayuda médica de inmediatamente.
can get an advantage. Almost such a special player on what he does on and off the ball, but the way he pulls the opponent apart.
And among the trends we've seen from these teams at this tournament, Spain have not trailed for a single minute. As we saw against France, that might be a handball on Alexis McAllister, and it is. They take the lead and they just strangle the game. Argentina on the other side have scored more goals in the final 15 minutes of games than any team ever at a World Cup. They've come from behind to win twice in the last 3 games. It's another hit ball there. The Unai Simon just got away from Julian Alvarez. Cucurella trying to prevent it being a throw when he's able to knock it off of De Paul. Spain get away with it.
And the field just freshly watered after that break. You'd think the ball would go a little bit quicker. It's under hit off the foot of Kubarsi. But good running for Julian Alvarez. I think there's certainly from the Argentine side a little bit of a renewed enthusiasm to go and press as a team to try to win the ball back. Feeling that in that first part of this first half, that Spain really had too much time and space on the ball.
And trying to spin away there from Tagliafico, hauls him down. Spain's been wanting this to be the first yellow card of the game, and it does not look like they're going to get it.
Certainly an interesting technique for a tackle. First the arms, then the shirt, then the legs. But I do think we're getting to that point, though, where you're going to potentially see a yellow card on the next foul.
14-year age difference in that matchup between Tagliafico and Yamal. Trying to fizz that into Dani Olmo, and it almost ran all the way through to Baena. So Paul, behind Montiel. Enzo Fernandez there was able to step up on his club teammate Cucurella. They played together at Chelsea. They actually won on this field a year ago this week, FIFA's Club World Cup.
But you see, Fernandez picks the ball up, good recognition, but how quickly Spain squeezed the ball with that. The game without the ball. And that's something that they don't get enough credit for. Only 1 goal against, and you think, okay, that's the defense. But their defense starts at the front of the field, and that's when the ball turns over. They all just,
Dangerous ball there between options. Cucurella able to nod it back for Unai Simon, and now they're able to build an attack out of it. But to your point, the best way Spain defend is just by not giving the other team the ball, certainly in any dangerous areas.
And if they give you the ball, they win it back very quickly. So they don't give you time to get your head up and pick a pass and get up the field.
Yamal, that's going to spin away from Olmo.
So what I would say is, for now, Argentina's fine. They're quite content. They haven't conceded many shots on goal. But as the game goes, it gets more difficult because you start to tire, you get fatigued, you can't make that extra run 5 yards, and then the space opens up. That's why you need spells throughout the game to have the ball, to have possession, to wear down the opponent. But they're just playing direct. They have no interest in playing through.
Dallas able to get a flick. Alvarez is chasing. Kubarsi able to head it away. The half-hour mark. We're in New York, New Jersey Stadium in the FIFA World Cup final. Spain are here for just the 2nd time in their history. They won it in 2010. Although we think of Spain as a major soccer nation, and they are, great success in the European Championships, much less so at the World Cup level. Christian Romero's under some pressure. De Paul, Montiel, they're just trying to play it off the Spanish player to get a throw, and they can't. Cucurella is able to win it back. Fabian Ruiz, Alex Baena, Montiel defending. Great little pump faking cut back. Baena's cross met by Romero. Through by Montiel. By contrast, Argentina are here for a 7th time, tied with Brazil for the 2nd most in history. They can either win a 4th World Cup, go level with Germany and Italy for the 2nd most ever, or they could lose in the final for the 4th time. And that's Germany for the most World Cup final defeats in history. 4 years ago. They were the defending champions. They could have become that first team since Brazil in '62 to go back-to-back. They want to see the penalty shootout to Argentina.
He's actually pretty clever here. He starts to put his hand up to say the ball's out, and then he kept it in. Looks around the corner. He actually has one thing on his mind in this situation. He's got Rodri, a little bit of contact in the back, and then takes the contact to go down to win this free kick. And maybe this can be something that Argentina can create an opportunity from. It's brought their fans into the game again, because they really haven't done anything with the ball. It's all been all Spain. And a highlight on that man, Romero. He has a goal in this tournament from a set piece. They have some big bodies up there.
Argentina, the best set-piece scoring team at this World Cup. Spain have allowed 1 goal from a dead ball situation in their last 25 games. It's going to be taken short. It didn't quite start the way that Argentina would have wanted to, and it's not going to end the way they would have wanted to either. Julian Alvarez just caught Porro there.
And maybe they're trying to move that to get a better angle or get a little bit closer to deliver a ball, but it just feels like a total waste in a game in which you're really under a lot of pressure with the ball. Without the ball, you finally have the ball in the attacking part of the field. It's just been another turnover for Argentina.
Top scoring team for the semifinal round, yet to register a shot in this game, Argentina. Finds the angle, Kukurea tries to cross, takes a touch, fires it instead by Romero.
Kukurea just a little bit of a miscommunication when he started to run. The problem really that Argentina are having also defensively is that, as you can see, Spain push a lot of numbers as Kukurea offside. Might have been really close. It was on that next touch, maybe just his left foot. Is that now you've got your outlet, Julian Alvarez, one of your forwards, your best goal scorer aside from Messi. He's back defending on top of his box. You just have no outlet with speed and transition, so Spain just released more and more defenders into the attack and outnumbered you. You just can't defend that. So they have to have a threat the other way to keep Spain a little bit more honest, or they really start to squeeze on top of your box and you start conceding dangerous chances.
Where's that going to come from? What do they got to change?
It's possession. They've got to have possession. And it starts in the middle of the field. In these situations where Martinez has got the ball, you don't really see any free shirts. They put you under a lot of pressure. You have to beat a man. And I just think even a switch of play, we're bringing the ball right now, far side of the field is waving. Can we get the ball to the other side? Can they have quick movements, quicker ball movement? The slower you move it, the easier it is for Spain.
It's not just De Paul. Montiel right now has 40 yards between him and any player in a red shirt on the far sideline. It's going to be a foul there as Rodri was hauled down. Looking long for the run, Dani Olmo. Lisandro Martinez able to bring it down. Yamal chasing him. Enzo Fernandez threw right into Baena. He's able to prevent the immediate break. Still Spain take the ball. Kukurea, great touch, going to get back to Montiel. It's a strong tackle on Gonzalo Montiel.
Great turn, first of all, but an even better tackle from Montiel. Look at the focus and the concentration, and then that little bit extra that they like to leave on you.
There's something Emery Laporte talked about coming in. We've not seen it quite as dramatically as we did in the first half against England Wednesday in the semi-final. The little extra shoves, the extra little kicks. Although that's a little bit extra there between Tagliafico and Yamal, and Lamine Yamal's getting upset. Great spot by Baena. Oyarzabal. Dani Olmo. Out for Kukurea. Kukurea gets a cross in. It bounces off Romero. Didn't even know it was coming in. Great control by Kukurea to bring it back down. Dani Olmo now. He'll hook this cross in. It was for Baliana. So away by Lisandro Martinez. Paul said it should have been a handball there as that ball back in was blocked. Alvarez trying to run the other way. Roger was having none of that. And it's going to be a foul and a free kick for Spain.
And then you have Alvarez trying to run away with some speed. And then who's there? It's Rodri getting his body in front. Just always in the right place, right time. Yeah, sure, it hits his hand, but it's tucked in tight, natural position, nothing giving there for a handball.
Once again, the center back carrying into a pretty advanced position. Baliana on Montiel. Baliana drives it inside off the field, trying to cut it in for Dani Olmo. Argentina having a hard time right now in just these little moments. Pressure from Yamal, and it's given right back to Spain.
Just turning the screw a little bit right now in Spain. Every attack, there's a little bit more space, a little quicker ball movement, win the ball back a little bit quicker. Argentina have to get something going right now. It just feels, for the Spanish team, it's a matter of time.
The interchange there, just behind Olmo, finds Martinez is down to make the second save of the half, more than he made the whole game in the semifinal.
Yeah, that's what they do. They spread you wide, then all of a sudden they hit you up the gut. The running of Dani Olmo again just drifts off the shoulder of Enzo Fernandez. He loses track of him. Ball falls. Oyarzabal doesn't really get enough of that one, but a good look at goal.
Nico Gonzalez flicks on the header. Marcy able to clear it away. Oyarzabal not just trying to continue this remarkable streak of scoring in every final in which he's played. He would, with a goal, become Spain's all-time leading goal scorer in a single World Cup. 5 goals at this tournament, tied with 2 others, including David Villa, who was a part of the team that won the World Cup in 2010. Montiel lost track of that ball, and he's able to get it back. Baliana thought he was in. A little space here for Argentina. McAllister, and he'll go backwards. Fernandez will roll it wide for Rodrigo de Paul, who hands it off to his Inter Miami teammate Lionel Messi. Ball puts it in play. He's going to find Messi. Julian Alvarez. Back out wide, Rodrigo de Paul. Blocked by Cucurella, second chance. He's trying to cycle it around. Oyarzabal stepped right in to take it, and that is indeed going to be the game's first yellow card. It's Lisandro Martinez on the receiving end.
Yeah, it's because he stops a potential counterattack for Oyarzabal, even though he really didn't have anywhere to go. It was just a bunch of white and blue shirts around him. But for the first time, Argentina actually having a little possession in the attacking half, and it came because Spain tried to play a long direct ball, because that is a late tackle, very clearly a yellow. But they weren't as connected as they had been in the attacking half to get pressure, so it allowed Argentina, for the first time in a long time, to play more than 2 consecutive passes.
Able to turn with some space. Enzo Fernandez was backing off. Rodri able to keep it up Montiel. There's a lot for Oyarzabal to handle it, but he did. And he's going to cut that one back in. Pedro Porro lifting it up. No one in the back post in red. And Lionel Martinez is going to come all the way out to get it.
Porro takes up a nice position. Great ball into Oyarzabal, drifting out, finding that little passing lane, and then that cues the running behind. Just bodies moving. That type of verticality really important. Just doesn't pick out a red shirt in the box.
Coming up, the Bank of America halftime show here on Fox. Rebecca, Thierry, Zlatan, and Alexi all in attendance with us here in New Jersey. It's another giveaway there by Argentina. Clever touch by Fabian Ruiz to keep it moving.
I do think, honestly, Argentina's thinking about halftime right now. Can we get to halftime with this at 0-0? The biggest issue they have beyond possession and all of that is they're getting spread out to defend, but then they're too spread out when they have the ball.
And Cucurella tees it up! It's by much. Martinez felt comfortable there to let it go.
And there's just no connection. They just have no connection across the field right now. Cucurella's been putting the last couple into the box. This time takes a shot. And a little bit of time has got a player down for Argentina actually right now behind the ball.
It is indeed Lisandro Martinez who is down.
Or Saint sub. Maybe Martinez giving the sub signal. Wow, that is big.
He had some injury issues in the spring. He's a player that talked about considering retirement a year and a half ago after he tore his ACL, reinvented himself as a player to get back to this level. But he is not going to be able to make it to the halftime break. And in comes one of the most experienced defenders in the history of the World Cup, Nicolas Otamendi, who moves into the top 10 in tournament history. His 21st game played. And what a big loss for Lisandro Martinez. He's become a starter in this team ahead of Otamendi in the last two tournaments. And his World Cup final is done. Less than 44 minutes in.
That's the hard part. That's the heart of your field right there in the middle. Center back position. It's a big area in the field in which you really like partnerships. Partnerships that work well together. They complement each other. So another reason that Argentina won halftime. Now you're bringing in a very experienced player in Otamendi, but he just hasn't played a lot with Romero. So the two of them in this tournament specifically, how quickly can he get into the flow of the game? He's going to try and stick a tackle in early.
As you see, he was a lone goal scorer the last time these two teams played in 2018. It was a 6-1 win for Spain.
Wendy in the house.
Minutes to come at the end of this first half. Martinez long, Julian Alvarez going to chase it down. Unai Simon able to clear outside his box. It just ran away from Alvarez there. Had a step on the defenders.
4 minutes of stoppage time in the first half. 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Tiempo adicional para la primera parte, 7 minutos.
Otamendi first action. Won that ball out of the air. Nico Gonzalez trying to escape. Weaves around Porro. And then Porro lost the battle, won the war. Correa goes long, but out of play. Change there. DePaul brought it back under control. Gonzalo Montiel. Early ball that was under hit for Messi. Pressure from DePaul. Montiel couldn't chase it down. He was offside. Simon comes to get it. A tough moment right now for Lisandro Martinez as he will watch the rest of this game from the bench.
But it's an interesting final in the sense that it's tight, which is not unexpected. Spain have had a lot of the ball, not unexpected. Argentina, tough defensively, not unexpected. I still just think they're going to want to have a little bit more of that ball as the game goes on. They need to be a little bit more connected in their press. But if they get into halftime and it's 0-0, it's still very much anybody's game. And both teams have a lot of players off the bench that can make a big difference in the second half. So you've seen two teams in the first part playing not to really lose. But Spain, just very methodical, very surgical in the way they try to break down this Argentine defense. It has opened up in moments, but nothing really clear-cut. So from Argentina's perspective, that's still a little bit of a win, because this is what they would have expected. I just think that you've got to be more dangerous going the other way.
Rizabal couldn't return it. Messi tracking back to defend, took it away as Baena was making the run. And then Messi draws the foul. And as you said, he's not going to get involved all game, but he is going to get involved. And when he is, as England found out, as others have found out, that's when things change really quick. Second man ever to play 3 World Cup finals, the first to start all 3. Cafu of Brazil came off the bench for one of his final appearances. Do you think Messi would love to leave the United States? I should say he's going to stay in the U.S. because he plays in Miami, but he would like to leave the tournament with that goal-scoring record that Kylian Mbappe snatched away from him yesterday in the third-place playoff. Minute to go in the first half of the final. As much as Argentina have been the late show at this tournament, Spain have won 2 of their games in the knockout stage. Very late on, Mikel Merino coming off the bench as a sub. Snatched late wins against Portugal and Belgium. Argentina yet to register a shot in this first half. Spain with the best chances to score. Martinez with 2 saves in the first half, more than he made in the entire game in the semifinal Wednesday, and that is the first half coming to a close. Rebecca Thierry, Zlatan and Alexi on the other side of the break. 45 minutes down, 45 to go in the FIFA World Cup final. No score between Spain and Argentina.
At the end of the first half, the score is Spain 0, Argentina 0. But don't worry, we've got a whole second half to go. It is still anybody's game. Both teams are still up to become the World Cup champions. Coming up in just a few moments, be sure to watch the video board for the live broadcast of the first halftime show in World Cup history. We've got superstars coming together for a singular moment at the intersection of sport, culture, and purpose. Broadcast live across the entire world. The halftime show will support the FIFA Global Citizen Education Fund, a landmark initiative working to raise $100 million to expand access to quality education and football for children worldwide. Everyone at this watch party took action for education on the Global Citizen app to earn their ticket. So why stop there? We are working together to build a stronger education across the world. So New York City, you guys have already made your mark. Let's continue to make it. Fans, if you are looking for a bathroom during this halftime break, there are porta potties located at both the north and south ends of Central Park, so be sure to go in those directions if you are looking for a bathroom. Once again, if you are looking for a bathroom during this halftime break, they're located at both the north and south ends of Central Park. So if you are facing the stage to your right and to your left, you have bathroom options. There are plenty of porta potties available for you.
Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Alexi Lalas, they're setting up, as you can see behind us, for the first ever halftime show at a World Cup final, and we will get you there just as soon as it gets going. But until then, is what you've seen, Thierry, of this World Cup final what you expected?
Exactly that. When you play against Spain, you feel like your head is on the water, because you feel like you're suffocating. They don't allow you to be on the ball. They keep that ball, and then if you don't have that ball, I said it before, you can't attack. But sometimes they manage to play the ball long, and Unai Simon all the time clears the ball. It's very difficult. It feels like you're not in the game. And then when you're Spain, you feel like you're jabbing up until someone put their guard down, and then you can knock them out.
Zlatan, quick thoughts.
I mean, it's like we said before the game, that Spain is going to dominate the game, and Argentina just have to keep them patient, and when they win the ball, but then Spain is there, and they pressure you to lose the ball or give a pass that you don't really want to do. So it's like we predict that. No, we don't predict, we analyze.
We analyze
the game. Yeah, Alexi.
Good news, bad news. Let's take it from an Argentine perspective. No possession with purpose. The outlet passing, when they're trying to play out of the back, they're hitting the ball out of bounds, so nothing going on in there. Messi, we know, doesn't defend, so they're defending in 10. He was invisible the first half. We know he can come alive, though. They had to sub a center back, and the physical game isn't bothering this Spanish team. Good news is it's 0-0, and they got an extended halftime so they can get more of a rest.
Exactly. The even better news. Time now for the first ever World Cup final FIFA halftime show.
Coach, I gotta say, first half of halftime knocked my darn socks off.
Spectacular, bit, eh?
I mean, how the heck is anyone gonna be able to fall down?
Gonna be tough.
Yeah, you know what I think we need? We need some heart. You know, someone that has some soul. You know, someone who can bring the love. Ooh, you think of what I'm thinking?
One step ahead of you, Coach.
You always are. All right, young man, let's go. The big shot. Okay, now listen to me. Go out there, don't be nervous. Nobody's watching. All right, make us proud.
Good morning, curtains dancing in the sunrise. Baby's crawling on the floor, and we don't have to go to Mississippi. I'll bring a river to your side, and maybe we find love in those moments. We don't even have to try. I could write a song, but my words just wouldn't do. So I sing hallelujah, hallelujah, baby. Let's take a walk, hallelujah. The sun is out, hallelujah. Look at you, hallelujah. Loving you, hallelujah. Everything hallelujah, everything hallelujah, everything hallelujah, everything hallelujah. If somehow I could reach across your mind, I would pull out all the hurt. Tried to write this song, but my words just wouldn't do. So I sang hallelujah, hallelujah, baby. Just look at you, hallelujah. I'm loving you, hallelujah. It's the World Cup, hallelujah. It's the World Cup, hallelujah.
just came out for the first ever FIFA World Cup final half-time show. Second half of the game coming shortly as we await the first goal in the World Cup final.
Did you know salsa was invented when Puerto Ricans took Cuban rhythms?
Water located on the opposite side of the screens. If you are looking at the video board, the free water will be behind you. Stay hydrated. Free water and cooling stations are located throughout the venue, provided by Box One. Take breaks in the shade. If you start to feel dizzy, weak, or unwell, please seek medical assistance immediately.
Recuerden tomar agua disponible al otro lado de la calle. Hay estaciones de agua gratis y áreas para refrescarse por todo el parque. Si no se sienten bien, busquen ayuda médica.
With an early decent chance saved by Eddie Martinez. No goals in the World Cup final yet.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is sponsored by...
Paso muchas noches pensándote, yo no sé ni cómo ni cuándo fue, pero solo sé que yo recordé cómo te lo hacía y aquella vez. Si yo no puedo
Looks like another substitution at halftime, this one, for Lionel Scaloni and Argentina. Leandro Paredes, I think, is coming on, but we'll get confirmation. There he is from our commentary team, John Strong. Stu Holden, guys, back to you.
Rebecca, thank you. Yes, second sub of the game for Argentina. It was an injury to Lisandro Martinez at the back. This, we would guess, is just a reaction to how the first half has gone. Nico Gonzalez, as we said, hadn't started a game at this tournament. This was the biggest start of his Argentina career, in fact. His day is done at the break. Leandro Paredes, 32-year-old regular starter for Argentina, is on now. An Argentina team playing in their 96th all-time World Cup game, the first in which they did not register a single attempt in the first half. The second half is underway in the FIFA World Cup final. Argentina trying to become the first back-to-back men's champions since Brazil in 1962. Spain, the reigning champions of Europe, trying to win the World Cup for a second time in their history. No changes for Spain at the break. Lamine Yamal trying to pick the pocket of Romero. Oh, he's almost got a touch to it, sliding across there to break it up. Argentina scrambling at the back there. What are you looking for here second half?
That change for Argentina tells you everything you need to know about. Oh, it's almost
another
turnover from Paredes.
It is going to be a turnover. It's Baena who picks it up. It's Alex Baena! Lionel Martinez, his third save.
Well, Paredes straight into the game, and his first touch of the ball is a turnover. And he's in there to give them a little bit more in the middle of the field on the ball. Some possession and also some help defensively. Goes straight to Baena, comes in on the right foot, doesn't get a hold of it. Comfortable save for Emi Martinez. But we're going to see, really, this second half, how do Argentina respond after that first set? Spain are going to do what they do. Can they stop them a little bit? Can they get some pressure like that? But then can they keep the ball and be dangerous in this part of the field? Alexis McAllister now has gone out to that left-hand side.
Rodrigo De Paul out on the right. Does Messi's influence in this game grow? One of the interesting questions, that halftime was a little more than 10 minutes longer than a normal halftime is because of that wonderful musical performance. So who does that benefit? One team, both teams, that they've had a lot more time in the locker room than they normally would have. Down the line for Montiel Chase and a foot race with Laporte. And Laporte dove in there. He actually had a touch on that one. Eventually he did. Argentina's going to have their first quarter of the game.
This might get changed. I actually think this ended up coming off the toe of Montiel. It's a great tackle from Laporte. But I think, yeah, it does look like it comes off his toe. But we'll see. We'll review this one.
Bastian Dankert of Germany is the video assistant referee based at the VAR hub in Dallas, which is where the International Broadcast Center is. So it'd be up to him to look at the video and reverse the call.
As of now, have not. Maybe it was too close that they just said, okay, it's a corner for Argentina.
Best goal-scoring team from dead balls at this World Cup, Argentina. Messi into the near post, trying to get the flick from McAllister. And last out off Alexis McAllister for a goal kick. And now Argentina's bench up yelling.
But that was a good sequence for Argentina. You did initially feel the difference in having Paredes on the field, being an option, coming underneath. Now you're going to see Alexis McAllister coming inside, trying to help with that overload, which means Tagliafico has to get wide for them and high. But now they're stepping up their press, being a little bit more aggressive, and it looks like certainly Paredes is going to try to stay with Dani Olmo. Looks like Argentina ready a couple more subs potentially.
And that would be interesting to make a sub so soon in the second half like that.
Yeah, especially as you've had all that time in halftime to talk it over. You made one change. But I think already you're seeing the early effects and desired effects of the tactical tweaks that Scaloni made. He's a very, very good coach. I think still, as much success as he has had, he flies under the radar. And people just say, well, you've got Messi. You've got a group of really good players. But he has a really good feel for what the game needs. And he knew straight away. He's not afraid to make changes. Made one change already at halftime, giving them a little bit more connection on the ball, which was something they were missing in the first half.
We talked about this. Lionel Scaloni was highly criticized when he was given the job in the fall of 2018. He had no prior top-level experience. He'd been an assistant coach. It was seen by some in Argentina as kind of an insult that a guy with his lack of experience, not a star player, would be given the job. But he's done nothing but win. He's trying to win a fourth consecutive major tournament final. Julian Alvarez plays it wide to Tagliafico. Facundo Medina is the player who had been starting it right back in this tournament, preparing to come on. There might be a second actually hiding underneath the roof of their bench down below us. Montiel takes a hard kick and a big shout as he goes down. Scan the QR code on the screen. Vote for the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. You've got time to make that vote. The decisive player in this game has yet to make himself known. Keeping in mind that the final that we remember in Qatar between Argentina and France didn't actually really start until the last 20 minutes. Up until that point, it was a pretty slow burn. It's Rodri who's down in pain right now. Because they're trying to stand over him, the Argentina players right now.
And that's not the best place to do it. And he's going to pick up a straight yellow card for a push. Something put on the ground. Danny Olmo.
The only yellow shown in the first half was to Lisandro Martinez, who's been subbed off.
So Rodri's right in the middle of your screen and just gets a bump in the back from Paredes. Just off to the left right there. He's turning. And that's pretty simple. But it wasn't seen by the referee initially.
So Paredes, who's just subbed on the field, gets a yellow card about 6 minutes in.
It does tell you something though, doesn't it? That perhaps he got a little bit from his Coach Scaloni. Look, I want you in this game and I want that type of physicality. I want you to mix it up. I want you to disrupt the Spanish team. And also now he's on a yellow, which makes it a little bit more difficult to be as aggressive as you would like in trying to be that type of player.
Paul with Cucurella for company. Good work to find Martinez. He plays it right to Rodri, who pumps it forward. Down the elbow. Romero comes across to poke it away. Now it's McAllister has to find an option. Tagliafico, that'll be an Argentina throw. And it does not look like that substitution is imminent anymore. They've sent both Facundo Medina and Nahuel Molina back to the substitute area where they're warming up down in the corner.
It might have been one of those situations where he was thinking about, okay, I want to see how this starts. If I need to make a change, I do. I think he'll be pretty happy with the response he's gotten from his team, at least now. Spain haven't found that rhythm. There's Paredes and there's the shove on Danny Olmo. Slavko Vincic about 6 inches away from him. So you're not going to get away with that. And he'd actually, I think, initially gotten away with that shove in the back of Rodri.
And Montiel just felt the two hands in the back from Alex Baena, goes down. They're trying to play quick here. Spain were still arguing the point. That was good work by Lamine Yamal. They're tracking back defensively to knock that away. Lamine Yamal and Lionel Messi get their opportunities to be decisive in this game. unbelievable photo that they took years ago when Yamal was an infant. Here's Oyarzabal now. Options either side. Might just call his own number. Now he rolls it in for Fabian Ruiz. He was knocked away there. Spain right back on the ball.
Oh, it was a great build-up from Spain. The fastest tempo we've seen them play it in a little while. But Lamine Yamal was wide open, didn't get the pass from Oyarzabal.
Moro brings it down, has Yamal in support. Here's Lamine Yamal now. Got the pass away, goes down. It was Tagliafico coming in a bit late. There's no whistle. Enzo Fernandez trying to find the outlet of DePaul. That was a hard one to handle. Messi tracking back to clean it up. And then Laporte goes down holding his face as Julian Alvarez challenged him in the air.
I think what you're seeing is the intensity and also the tension really ramping up in this game. This was the Spanish build-up. Fabian Ruiz, one touch, one touch, one touch. Then Oyarzabal was driving with, look at the top of the screen, just out of your picture. Then Lamine Yamal, if Oyarzabal could have played him in front, he was screaming for the ball. They said he went for the nutmeg, but then didn't continue his run onto the ball, and it was cleared away by Otamendi at the end of that play. But beautiful play from Spain.
And in that sequence there, as you were looking at the replay, it's getting threaded through first. Dani Olmo from the byline, cutting it back. Just being thrown by Montiel. It's out for a Spain corner. But Argentina quickly withdrew those players. They're going to make a sub here in a moment.
Yeah, well, here they're not getting pressure on the ball. And Dani Olmo, again, just running off the shoulder. He found that gap because you saw Tagliafico went close to Lamine Yamal. Great cutback. Such a great ball because everybody's defending that cross in front of the goal. But it was a last-ditch tackle here from Montiel, just beating Cucurella. Starting to get a game now. Now you're starting to really feel it.
And before the corner is taken, you see Romero talking to the referee, Slavko Vincic. Played in short. Yamal, Poro, and it's too deep to the back post. So on comes the man who was starting it right back at this tournament. Manuel Molina was swapped out of the line today for Gonzalo Montiel, and they will swap back here early in the second half. Third substitution for Argentina. They have two more subs they can make, but only one window, one opportunity in which to make them because of the first half injury substitution. So that hamstrings Lionel Scaloni a little bit. And Spain have activity on their bench now as well.
Molina more of an attacking right back, still can defend, but I think with what Scaloni's feeling, if they can have a little bit more of the ball, what can make them dangerous is now starting to force the Spanish wingers to get back and defend, and if they don't, it gives Argentina more opportunity in the attacking third. You also want to keep fresh legs in those positions because you have very dynamic Spanish wingers that will attack you and keep attacking and draining you. So Molina's got a tough task on this left side because he's dealing with a lot of Cucurella and Baena.
Ferran Torres is preparing to enter for Spain. Good defending on the outside by Tagliafico. Now Tagliafico's trying to run forward. Enzo Fernandez just got it caught underneath his feet, and Yamal took it back for Spain. Pedri is preparing to enter as well. Here are Barcelona players in the wings for Spain. Dani Olmo, himself a Barcelona player. Speaking of which, Lamine Yamal. And yet the greatest Barcelona player of all time is wearing white and blue in this game, Lionel Messi. Poro trying to maybe get some space on the outside for Yamal, and he ends up getting fouled. And a free kick now in an interesting position for Spain.
Yeah, interesting for sure. This is definitely a distance for a direct strike at goal. Pedro Poro takes a little kick, very clear, from Paredes, who's on a yellow card, on the back of his leg, right there, right leg. So it'll be interesting who ends up taking this one. They've got a number of options, but this does favor this angle a left-footed player, because if it was a right-footed player trying to hit that near post, you really have to get it around the wall with much more bend. But the left-footed player here, if it is Lamine Yamal, he's holding the ball. Could this be his shining moment?
Having a hard time figuring out the little spray can there to set the mark of the free kick. There you go. As we said, these referees, they've got so much to deal with. They've got all the communications equipment. Running around with the spray, it's a lot.
And you'll keep a right-footed player here potentially to just have a little bit of deception maybe. You might try and bend one towards the back post to keep this Argentine defense honest, as well as Emi Martinez guessing. If he cheats a little bit, that's why you keep somebody over there potentially.
Rizabal walks away, buy into the right-footed option. The 19-year-old Lamine Yamal, the other, and it will indeed be Lamine Yamal, blocked by the wall, falls kindly from Baena, blocked on the slide. It's a Fernandez dangerous clearance there as Julian Alvarez made the initial play, and lashed out for an Argentina throw.
I said this in the England game about Argentina, as we're going to get the subs now, but also their fans. They really lean into the fan support and the emotion, and little moments like that, tackles. Is it going to be Oyarzabal coming off and Fabian Ruiz?
So Mikel Oyarzabal, who had the record of having scored in every final in which he's played for club and country. Fabian Ruiz, who has not lost any of the 49 games he's ever played for Spain. Those two are off. Ferran Torres, who's not scored at this tournament, he's hit the bar twice, and he had the game-winning assist against Portugal. He is on, as is Pedri of Barcelona. The only player on this Spanish team to have actually played a season with Messi at Barcelona 6 years ago. So Luis de la Fuente making his first two changes to try to get the balance back in his team's favor, and another free kick.
I think that's a good word, the balance, because you're taking off a specialist goal scorer, a guy who's always there for the moments, and that's why it's a little bit surprising in a game like this that you're taking off a difference maker. I think what it's telling you is he wants energy at the front to keep pressing Argentina, not liking them having the ball as they play quickly.
It's taken quick for Yamal. Two for company, and Tagliafico was in there. It's not a foul. It's a goal kick. All right, we knew this was coming. The temperature's going up. We got 30 minutes left in the World Cup final.
This is what Argentina want, though. This is the type of game they want. Well, they're being physical, they're getting stuck in, they're laying the body on the line for tackles, they're having little moments of possession, and that's for them when they can start to get up the field a little bit. So now, I'm looking at this thing and, okay, what's Spain's response going to be with the ball?
Messi, McAllister took a bit of a touch there from the defender. It's Paredes sliding through. Argentina still yet to register a shot, let alone a shot that has either found the back of the net or required a save. We've played more than an hour here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, in front of 80,000 fans. Alex Baena. Well, Molina knew it was coming there. Couldn't take it off the ball, though. And then those two tangle. And the Spanish bench and the Spanish fans are furious, but Pedro is playing on. Dani Olmo, another potential foul. Martinez spills it. It's going to be out for a corner, and Slavko Minčić, the referee, has his hands full yet again.
He does. He's going to have to start thinking about some of the cards or more whistles to get a control of some of the physical play. This one takes a hop right before Emi Martinez. He gets his body behind it, but he's not able to gather it in or stop the ball, and it goes behind for another corner.
There have been more than a few awkward hops on this field, and that one was very tricky for Emiliano Martinez. Can Spain take advantage of a corner that on another day they might not have had if Martinez could just feel that cleanly? McAllister awkwardly to clear back into the middle of the field. Oral resets for Yamal. He'll hook that one in. Took an offensive touch there, out for another corner.
Paredes is in a good spot to deal with this one. Great looking ball, just bending towards the goal at a nice height, looking for a red shirt. And they're again going to put this into the box. This is not what Spain do often. They normally play it short.
Playing it into the mixer, batted down by Martinez. A scramble of bodies. Christian Romero was unsure who that last came off, and so he'll play safe and get it clear. That was really awkward looking for Emiliano Martinez, dealing with that in part because, as you can see there, that ball is coming out of the creeping shadow on the near sideline, and his eyes were right in the sun. And Argentina looks set to empty their bench and use their final two subs here in a moment. Done by Pedri to bring down that bouncing ball. And it comes down to Cucurella. He had the game-winning assist in the European Championship final 2 years ago. It's by in and out from the corner, lifts it in. Martinez battling the sun, gonna play safe. And then it's headed in behind. There was no pressure there. It's another Spain corner.
I know these are difficult moments though as defenders because you have to be sure. You can't take a chance if someone's gonna sneak in off your weak side. I mean, Martinez is trying to say, look, chest it back to me, but you also have a player right there for Spain.
It is Facundo Medina, and it is Giuliano Simeone, who was the surprise starter in the semifinal, preparing to enter for Argentina. It's Lamine Yamal to take corner kick number 6 for Spain, away by McAllister. Reset for Lamine Yamal. Couldn't cleanly split the double team, but he gets back to that ball. Goes right to Martinez off the head of Ferran Torres.
Yamal does so well, he skips through 2 defenders here. Takes a little bounce in his favor, but does so well with the right foot just to keep it in. And a player down off the ball right now for Argentina. And this is just seeing bodies crashing. Kubarsi goes down. There's nothing there.
And it looks like with the substitutions imminent and with a man down and under some real pressure, Argentina, they reach the second half hydration break, powered by Powerade, going into the final portion of the FIFA World Cup final. Temperatures going up, but the game is still...
Fans, while both of our teams take a quick hydration break, this is your reminder to stay hydrated as well. Free water and cooling stations are located throughout the venue. Take breaks in the shade. If you begin to feel dizzy, weak, or unwell, seek medical assistance immediately. Free water is located on the opposite side of the screens. If you are facing the screens, the water will be behind you. Once again, if you are looking for a bathroom during this hydration break, they will be on the north and south ends of Central Park. That is if you are looking at the big screens, they will be on your right and on your left.
Los equipos hacen una pausa de hidratación. Recuerden tomar agua. Hay estaciones de agua gratis disponibles al otro lado de la calle. Y también hay baño en el lado norte y sur del parque. Hay áreas para refrescarse por todo el parque si no se sienten bien. Busquen ayuda médica. DJ Manapi, que siga la fiesta. Ain't nobody touching my energy. Can't bring me down, I got that high energy. Oh baby, if you're trying to kill my body, my blood can't stand that. Ain't touching my energy.
This is a team that scores late, that grows in confidence the longer the game goes on. And I think that's part of it. Even though you're feeling that momentum shift just a little, Spain looked the more dangerous attacking team. They've had the better chances. But this is an Argentine team. The longer the game goes time, they start to think they can do it. And they only need one chance. We still haven't seen really Messi in the attacking part of the field. And that is what they will be hoping to achieve with some of these changes that they've made. But even Spain will be feeling that. Like, look, we've got to try to find a goal while we're on top. If we don't, we know that Argentina can find that one goal.
And it was indeed Romero as well as Rodrigo de Paul who came off. Medina on the ball there. It's knocked down well by Alvarez. Tagliafico knocks it forward, but can't do anything with it. Looking on. It was a late winner for Spain in the European Championship final 2 years ago. For that matter, it was an extra time winner for Argentina in the Copa America final. We mentioned all the late goals Argentina have scored. Spain as well have won 2 of these games here with very late goals from substitutes. So both of these teams are in fact quite comfortable if it gets late and nothing's been settled. Martinez, this is his 15th career World Cup start. He's made more saves today than he ever has had to make. 5 in total in this match. Simeone's first touch since coming on. Diego Simeone, 3-time World Cup player for Argentina. Manager of quite a few of the players in this game at Atletico Madrid. That was off the side of Rodri's head. He couldn't find it. And now McAllister trying to open up to the far side. That's Nicolas Tagliafico running forward. Moore able to meet him and slow him up. Back to McAllister. When was the last time we saw Argentina with the ball in the attacking half like this?
Just chipping away, chipping away. But can they be dangerous? That's the question. They're certainly growing in their confidence.
And here's Lionel Messi on the ball. Medina running inside. He comes outside to Simeone. Simeone trying to cut it back into the middle. And now they get an inch the other way because Alex Baez got nothing but green grass in front of him. At least he did. Argentina, boy, did they scramble back or what? These players have played across the season at this World Cup, all travel across North America. The extra time Argentina have played. Who was enough left in the tank? Julian Alvarez, maybe a chance to run there.
Nowhere to go. He thought about trying to outrun the Spanish defense. Tries to then put the brakes on and come back, and Spain win the ball.
And Luis de la Fuente is trying to play his key card here off the bench, not just Nico Williams, would have been starting perhaps in his tournament if not for some injury issues from Mikel Merino, who's come off the bench to twice score a winning goal in this tournament. They are both preparing to enter. And here is Lamine Yamal. McAllister comes to meet him and is left in his dust. Yamal couldn't angle that outside of the foot for Ferran Torres.
It's the battle of the benches now, though, and you've got, as we said, 2 really, really good coaches that just have their finger on the pulse of their teams. But more importantly, they have players that can execute, be difference makers. Marino is that guy. Nico Williams gives you a little bit more pace, a little bit more power running at players. Maybe that opens up the field.
Mariano Martinez there. That was a tough first touch, and he just has to get rid of it under duress. Good step forward there to knock it away by Enzo Fernandez. I mean, you and I talked for months before this tournament. This was always going to be a World Cup of depth.
Yeah.
You're allowed 5 subs. You get a roster of 26. Heat, travel, everything else. It's going to be the depth pieces that are decisive in this World Cup final. Dani Olmo and Alex Baez are the 2 players withdrawn.
But both coaches going to their bench so quickly, and even the subs that Scaloni made for Argentina, just tells you the feeling of the urgency of not even, if it's even slightly starts to shift in momentum against them, they want to make the changes right away.
And a quarter hour to go. Argentina have scored more goals at this tournament after this point in games than any team in the history of the World Cup. Also played extra time more than any team in the history of the World Cup.
The attendance today for the FIFA World Cup final watch party right here in Central Park, brought to you by Global Citizens, is a sold-out 50,000 fans.
Hoy nos acompaña 50,000 personas aquí en Central Park.
Pedri in a good spot, takes the ball, Pedri saves! Martinez number 6.
And he just takes a tiny little push in the back as he goes to hit this, and it puts him off balance. I think it's Julian Alvarez. Watches this strike, there's the push, just that faintest touch as Argentina turned it over again.
It's Lamine Yamal 1v1 with Tagliafico. In for Ferran Torres. Out for Lamine Yamal. Yamal cuts it right foot. Yamal cutting it back. That was well read there by Medina. Jumping forward there to get in front of Ferran Torres to clear. But the Spanish fans down to our left can feel it right now. How could the Williams trying to control. 7 save for Martinez. Blocked out for another Spain corner. They're 7 to the game.
Kubarsi's looking for his first international goal in a World Cup final at 19. Hits a knuckler. That Martinez, as you see, look, he's going right. He thinks it's got covered, and it just comes with so much pace that it just deflects, but he gets up quickly to react.
Williams to take. And before it's taken, whistles from Slavko Vincic. You can get a sense of how this ball is going to come out of shadow and right into the sun in the eyes of Emiliano Martinez. Williams shifts to target. Where that target wasn't, it was close to it. It was Kubarsi. He gets an extra earful from an Argentine defender.
Bypasses everybody, but his body's grabbing, pulling. Falling to the ground for Torres with his hands on Tagliafico. He goes to the ground. That one. Now it's an Argentine throw deep in their ends. They've been under pressure now for 5 or 6 minutes straight.
There's a strong header coming forward to win that immediately back for Spain. One of these unprecedented 2 teenagers on the field for Spain in this World Cup final, along with Lamine Yamal. And if this is perhaps going to be less like the last 2 finals, it's more like the ones before. Argentina lost a 1-goal game against Germany. In 2014, Spain won a 1-0 game against the Netherlands in 2010. History's written, no one asks how you won it, just that you did.
Starting to see some heavier legs, though, from the Argentina side because they've been chasing the ball for the majority of the game. And even when they feel like they have an opportunity to try to get a little bit of pressure, Spain pop it around, they get out of that pressure, and then now they just get you deeper and deeper.
And they've had to work so hard for every one of their wins in the knockout stage. Deflected cross, another Spain corner on the way. With just about 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go here in New Jersey. Now we'll take it short for Williams. Moves in for Pedri, able to turn. Pedri to return, Nico Williams to the bottom. Offensive 8 save for Emiliano Martinez. He's trying to go quick to get Simeone on the run. Unai Simon out to deal with it, and then collusion there at the end of the play.
But the biggest thing you could still say for this Argentina team, under pressure, conceding chances, they still, in the biggest moments, find ways to get contact, to get bodies on you, to get bodies in front of the ball. Pretty clear, just a little shove in the back. Cucurella sells it a little bit. Look, as he's trying to attack this, he's got to get over Medina. Medina does well just to stand his ground, to not allow the court to get full contact on that.
Is weaving his way through. That's off to Pedro Porro. And as you said, Argentina doing a lot of running, doing a lot of chasing.
Pedri's made a big difference coming in as well. He's just gliding around the field. His job is to unlock the defense. He just tries to unbalance you. Here he is now in possession again.
Pedri. Marino wasn't quite the angle he wanted. McAllister, Enzo Fernandez was blocked off it. Argentina can't really complain. It's no different from some of what they've been doing in the Spanish powers. They're figuring a way to the center. Enzo Fernandez got to be careful because he collapsed at Slavković's. And he's not going to get a second yellow card in good succession.
It speaks to their frustration, quite frankly. He feels, but just like there's 3 bodies around the ball. It makes it so difficult. He feels that he's going to get to that. I don't think he was. He was right there in front of him.
Going long, and we'll find Emiliano Martinez, who incidentally has tied a World Cup final record. 8 saves made, matches the 8 saves made by Brazil's Claudio Taffarel at the Rose Bowl in the final in '94. Now it also included an extra 30 minutes of a final that Brazil ended up winning in a penalty shootout.
Still, no shots for Argentina in the 83rd minute of the game.
Giving some pressure there on that ball. This plays safe and out. Rising up, gets the flag from Antonio, trying to return. Marino knocks it wide. The ball comes to get it. Is there to clean it up with Unai Simon. Marino withdraws the foul off Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, Messi hasn't been able to do anything because Argentina hasn't had the ball. He needs the ball in the attacking half to make a difference. He's not going to make a difference when he's defending.
To and when will it come after 90 minutes or 120? Here's Lamine Yamal. Ferran Torres making the run. Torres has it now, trying to play it, had it is out there. Who's got the extra burst when it's needed most? Just about 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. As it stands, extra time to follow. Unless someone can break through. There just to sweep it out for a throw.
Just for some context on the Messi numbers as well. He's got 22 touches, and I think just 7 in the second half. And that last sequence was most of those.
Long switch to Nico Williams, brings it down in some space. Williams cuts it in. Oh, trying to cut it back. Good tackle in the end. But again, Argentina can't get the ball, they can't break out, they can't create an attack.
They can frustrate you. And we've seen teams do this to Spain all the time. It's just not typically Argentina. It's actually the way Spain went out of the 2 previous tournaments was teams grinding them down, early penalties. Maybe feels that way that it's going right now for Argentina. It's not what you want to do, it's what they force you to do. It force you to play a different game. But the greatest quality of some of the best teams in the world is to play the game that is given to you.
Moreno for Rodri. For Lamine Yamal, Tagliafico the defender. Back in for Rodri. Get behind Moreno, but able to hold it in. Shapes it up there.
He's starting to run off the shoulder a lot. Starts inside, now you see that space. Ultimately it stepped in and then just pulls it wide. He actually stays step for step with it. Medina come across to help out. Ferran Torres is trying to take that first time. He's actually trying to get all the way across it to find the far post, but does not test the goal of Emi Martinez. And Argentina, no interest in trying to play out of the back. They're just going to use this as a long goal kick opportunity, try to win the second ball, try to keep the ball in Spain's half just for maybe 20 seconds of the game.
Well, start the stopwatch then. She gets a flick. Was that 20 seconds?
That was over. That was 12.
Almost gave that to Julian Alvarez. Pedri. That was kind of awkwardly there. It's going to actually work for Nico Williams in the end. Molina had a chance to get it clear and just missed it in the air. There's Nico Williams again, dealt with injuries all spring, dealt with an injury at this tournament. Can he be decisive? Cabarsi, the teenage center back. In for Moreno. A lot of bodies in there, crowded off it. Trying to play for Torres, held in by Porro. Here's Lamine Yamal. Yamal looking for space. Tagliafico won't give it to him, but he can't take him off the ball either. Still Lamine Yamal. Hands it off to Rodri. Rodri sweeps it along for Nico Williams. Medina will defend him. Trying to get some support. He knocks it away. Now Medina needs some help. Can't do anything with that. Just gives it right back out.
I'm looking up the field from where he was. There's just no options. There are no options for him to play the ball. Tries to find a teammate, and it's gone. And even just watching Julian Alvarez, he's dead on his legs. He can't move, can't press. And Cubarsi's now pushing in. Spain pushing all the numbers forward. And Lamine Yamal's attracted by. He's right up the middle.
Rodri on his base in time once, but he can't hit the target. 13th shot for Spain to 0 of Argentina.
Not the most prolific, but has scored some great goals in his career. Now, you normally see him hanging back. He saw the space, just drifted into that little pocket there in front of the back four. He doesn't mind taking the shot, but he says, give it, keep it moving. Spanish fans can't watch on. They've had the better of the game, and I think that's what they know. They know that familiar feeling where they have all of the ball and they can't find the goal. Knowing what is still on the other side.
Messi on the ball. Can't get anywhere. less than 30 seconds away from finding out how much stoppage time we'll have before the possibility of extra time. Spanish World Cup winners looking on right now, including Andres Iniesta in the top right, who scored the winning goal of the final in 2010, deep into extra time. Almost took the bump. We will play 4 added minutes here in New Jersey in the World Cup final. And that's going to be a free kick for Argentina.
4 minutes of stoppage time in the second half. 4 minutes.
Tiempo adicional en el segundo mitad, 4 minutos.
If you're Argentina, are you just trying to survive the next 4 minutes and we go for extra time? Or are you trying to go win?
Are you trying to survive the half? So yes. But it does give you another sub. It does give you a chance to refresh. It does, for them, prove beneficial. This is a team that's gone to a lot of extra times throughout this tournament and throughout 2022 as well. So they don't panic. If anything, they thrive.
Something Lionel Scaloni said coming in, his team actually plays better when they're under pressure, when their backs are against the wall. Messi ran into Laporte, and then the referee blocks the cross-field pass.
But I think what Slavko Vincic was trying to do here was play an advantage.
Something he's known for.
Yes, and he was trying to hit the ball to the far side of the field, ends up hitting him. There was definitely a foul on Messi, whereas Argentina are saying, look, we'd actually prefer the set piece, because now it gives us a chance to bring some guys up and potentially get our first shot of the game.
I mean, they would. Wouldn't that be something? With their first shot of the game in second half stoppage time, that's not how they win the World Cup, is it?
They're open to it.
Messi will just play wide to Simeone. Cucurella cuts him off, back to Messi. Does he have any runners? Does he have any options? Enzo Fernandez. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi ran away from the last time. We're not going to get a point interception by Perez. Last man back. It's Julian Alvarez now. Simeone turns to cross. Who's out there to do it all day. It's not all right. We've still got 2 minutes to go. And he rolls it out quick. Rodri up ahead.
And he's already committed to it. Absolutely a foul. Kubarsi goes flying in the air. And how significant will that be? Because now, if we get to extra time, Argentina will be playing down man for 30 minutes. And I'm not sure what he's protesting.
Well, there's something here, something on Argentina's bench, and they're pointing and they're upset about something. Now the Argentina players are pointing and they're upset about something. Vincic. Just trying to get this thing to calm back down. Mark Kleinberg, I mean, this is part of the VAR protocol now, but is there anything in that that would overturn the second yellow in the sending off?
Before this tournament, VARs couldn't interfere in second yellow cards, but they can from this tournament onwards, and they can review second yellows, but they cannot have a case here. This was a clear reckless challenge. He comes in with some speed, he makes a clear contact, so he can have no support from the VAR in here, and the referee was correct to issue this second yellow card.
So Enzo Fernandez, who scored the tying goal in the semifinal, will play no more part of the fight.
But how about for Enzo Fernandez? You pick up your first yellow for dissent, and then that's the way you go off